Hi guys, this is Nina with Get Right Nina. Haven't wanted to come in and make a video to share and talk with you. I don't know if you'll be able to see it because they reconfigured my computer and I no longer have my other kind of camera. I have this new camera and it's sort of aggravating because, yeah, you see the lighting, everything, but it's all good. I always try to say I may be new to this, but I am so true to this. I wanted to make a video to encourage, I would say black women, but I think women, period. And the reason why I say that is because I was in the projects the other day. I live in the projects, but I was in a different set of projects. And I saw a lot of white women living in the projects. There are a lot of white women living in the projects. And you always hear, oh, I'm a different type of breed. You always hear so many people say that. But the reality is there are different types of breed in the hood. There's not everybody is, not going to work, staying up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, getting high, lifted, and everything else. There are some really good people who either fell on hard times, were raised in the hood, or that's really what they could do. But they really desire change. And they really want to go to the next level. And that's why I love following people like Patrice Washington. And I love Dave Ramsey, especially being a believer. I really like him. Larry Burkett. So many people. Les Brown, Brian Tracy, Zig Ziglar. So many people that the average person in the hood probably wouldn't really know about. But I like following these people because my passion and my heart's desire is to take what is not necessarily presented to those who want more and to do better and to give it to them. That's right. Bring it on. Because I go and I see and I look at my housing, I look at different people and I see that there are some people who want so much so bad. And you know what my problem was? I was raised to make a living, but not to produce a life. And the reason why I say that is because, one, my mom was new to the role and position she was playing. Not that of a mom. She's always been a great mom. But she was new to being a pastor's wife. New to being intercessor for so many people. Now she became this go-to person overnight. And so, she taught me so well. But there were so many things that I didn't know. And I didn't think to know or care about. My priorities were jacked up. And I don't blame that on anybody or my lack of being brought up a certain kind of way. I blame that really to also on myself. And the reason being is I worked and I jobbed all of my life. I would go to a job, I would learn what I had to do, and I would excel at it. And God's hand was with me. Even to this day, the job that I'm doing right now is not necessarily my dream salary or dream location, even the city. I'm always talking about moving because I always been told, you know what, you need to be in a bigger environment and everything like that. Your gifts, you need to be in a bigger environment. But I've come to love what I do. So even though everything else doesn't align, I love it because I'm making an impact. And that's why I think differently about jobs. Because jobs require you to perform duties. They don't necessarily require you to make a difference. And yes, you can make a difference on a job if your attitude and your perception. But most humans are wired to excel at what they're truly designed and purpose and intend purpose to do, and they're passionate, truly passionate about what they yearn for, what they long for, what calls them, what calls from deep, and so I always worked and did my duty. But one, I hurt myself because I lived from paycheck to paycheck. Basically whatever came in, I just did what I had to do. If you got a light bill, I may pay you, I may not. If I gotta get my hair done, I may get it done, I may not. If I need clothes, I may get them, I may not. If I needed gas, I had, gas I would get, but there would be times when I knew I was on E and didn't know how it would make with a prayer in the wing, because I wasn't raised in a show me, in the black community, a lot of times things aren't discussed in families because things are taboo. My mom was raised in an environment where adults did not speak about certain things in front of youth, because that was considered, you weren't staying in your lane, you were being grown, you couldn't make a difference or an impact, so you didn't really need to know. It didn't involve you. The adults were trying to protect the young people. But it also hurt us, because if you look at other cultures and other communities, Indian cultures, Middle Eastern cultures, white cultures, if you look, they most times discuss things at a much earlier age. In the black community, you might come home to lights off, but you don't understand the dynamic of that. So you never grasp budgeting. You never grasp sitting down with a spreadsheet or a pen and pad, and this is everything coming in this month, and this is everything that needs to go out. These are my variable expenses, and these are my fixed expenses. This is investments, this is savings, this is, pay yourself first. Of course, we grew up in a time where grandma stuck money under the mattress, for a rainy day. But that's all there was. Like, okay, once you've put the money under the mattress, how do you make it grow? How do you get it to come back and yield something for you so that you no longer have to stay in the shape that you're in? Those are the things that I am passing on to my kids, and that's why I've come to love the job that I have now, because some of the kids that I work with will never get to know what that's like. And even one of my kids said to me the other day that he's never been out of the projects. He's never even seen a single family home. And that broke my heart. I mean, that broke me in a place that I've never been broken before, because what child hasn't even seen outside of the hood enough to say he hasn't seen guys, let me go ahead, go upstairs real quick. Let me finish my video. I try to keep my kids, let them have their little privacy, like Michael Jackson used to be covering his kids up. You got it. But I just think, like, he's seen single homes. Don't get me wrong. In the hood, there's a mixture of homes. But I mean, one with his own backyard, one with a pool. I mean, they just don't know that there's life outside of what they're living. And that's how it was for me. I didn't know about budgeting and know about that. And not only that, but I didn't know nothing about what is a transferable skill. I'm still waiting. Please tell me, somebody. I'm learning about, and see, what I don't like about corporate America, but I do, is corporate America. Darius Daniels last night preached at 212 our WOC. Shout out to Apostle Carpenter and Pastor Darius Daniels. Awesome. But he preached last night, God will allow you to stay where you're at your comfort level. So if you are comfortable being mediocre, God's not going to drag you. He's a leader. He's not going to drag you. And that's how it was. Corporate America knows that you're in need of their service as well as them being in need of yours. But we don't maximize our ability to grow corporate America or even create additional jobs by not only positioning ourselves and learning transferable skills, but now training other people so that they can have that. And see, these are some of the things that, like I said, weren't addressed. Now, don't get me wrong. There is probably a Cosby family somewhere around the corner from me. I won't even say Cosby because that may sound like an insult to some people. But there is a family around the corner from me who are in the hood, but they do cover all those things. So that might just be my experience. I mean, I don't want to sound judgmental, but it's just amazing to see what happens when you put yourself out there. And I'm so grateful for platforms like Twitter, Facebook groups, social media, Pinterest. Oh my gosh, I'm terrible about Pinterest. But I love those platforms because they put you in touch with people you never would be able to be in touch with before. So really, when you're in the projects, when you're when you feel like you don't have nothing else, there are people who are yearning to reach out and to be felt, even in those hard communities. And there's people in the hard communities that need to reach out and take advantage of your local library, take advantage of reading up something, do something, bring something new to the table that's never been seen or heard or done before. And so that's what I just I had in my head. I don't even know if I was uniformed. I'm trying to do better about that, guys. I told y'all before, sometimes my ADHD be having me like, I start one topic and go to the next. I'm working on it. But that's the only thing. A corporate America can kind of be somewhat selfish, because they hire you to do a job, and that's good, and you can really develop some amazing relationships. And if your personality and you're really good, I'm a customer service fanatic, and if you are good with people, you really can adjust and adapt. But corporate America is out for itself. And so no one's going to make you invest in your 401k. You have to ask HR about different benefits. No one's going to force you. A lot of times there's benefits that you might even know your job offers. These are all things that are embarrassing to say, because some of my friends already have their degree, second, third, and fourth degree. And I used to be afraid to be transparent. I'm still working on that, about what I just made a statement about, because I felt embarrassed that they knew about all those things and I didn't. I felt ashamed of myself, because I would sit and I would listen to them saying, oh, I pay myself first. And I'm like, huh? You pay who first? I pay the Lord first. So it just, and don't get me wrong, you better pay the Lord first, but you also need to pay you second. You feel me? I think you can't go like Mary Kay Ash said, she does God first, family second, business third. That is really truly the right order. You can pay yourself all you want to first, but if you don't have supernatural protection covering your seed and your harvest, guess what? Yes, indeed, your crop will be gone. But guys, that's my time. I just wanted to talk to y'all about that and encourage the women, white, black, Puerto Rican, Haitian, ooh, yeah. I wanted to really encourage you to say, if you're in the hood and you're in a CNA class, if you're in the hood and you're working at McDonald's, but you want to franchise and eventually have your own, don't give up on your dreams. Even if you come home and everybody and their mama on their porch smoking a blunt, and you going to work and you kind of like, dang, they get to do nothing and still have their rent and this and that. Don't forget your goals. Don't forget your focus. Remember, you're creating a new family tree for yourself and your children, and it will pay off in the end. Learn transferable skills. Learn budgeting. Learn couponing. Learn family management, home management. If you can just really develop your life, you can come out the hood and grab somebody with you. That's my time. Deuce. Bye.